Hello, my name is and today I'll be your guide using modern hypnosis practices as I take you on a therapeutic and restorative journey. If you have a laptop computer, relocate yourself to a quiet room where you will not be disturbed, dim the lights, or turn them off.
Let us begin.
Alone. No girl. Bring it down.
A set of audio headphones may increase the effectiveness of your therapy. Now let us begin, as you allow your mind to go completely blank. Concentrate on the spiral.
You folks, you think of our desert as a peaceful, quiet, pleasant place, and it is. It is most of the time, but sometimes, we get those city slickers down here, and we have a bit of trouble.
Here are the general rules you must follow. If you're not willing to follow these rules, it would be better if you gave up
Faith, strength, truth.
Rule 1.
Are you ready? That is.
Faith.
Up, down. And up, down.
Dreams and their development
Up, down.
have breath, and tears and tortures
Up,
and
down.
the touch of joy.
Faith,
Just now,
strength,
out of the strange, still dusk, a strange, still, a white moth. Why am I grown so cold?
Rule 2. Spend a day or two studying it before the season opens. Before the season opens. Before the season opens. So you can hit them over the head with a club. If you disregard this rule, your chances are practically zero.
2 weeks later, he died. And it taken them 3 days to take the smile off his face.
Say ba. Say Rule 3. Do not smoke. If you need tobacco, carry along a piece of hard chewing tobacco. Do not call too often. Pause a minute or two between calls.
I'll take him. You got him. I saw him drop. We certainly are getting off to a good start this year.
Do you remember a time when chocolate chip cookies came fresh from the oven? Peppermint Farm remembers.
Oh, those were the days.
Do you remember a time when women and certain folk Peppermint Farm remembers.
the maps we have are like these huge maps. And I'm just like walking around and I almost trip. And I almost trip over Satan. And I was like, oh my God.
Why is everything so complicated nowadays? Don't you just wish things were simpler like they used to be?
I think they hit them on purpose.
Music has an interesting power and influence in our lives, doesn't it? Popular music is helping to corrupt the youth of America. It should be obvious anything with such power to do good can also be twisted to do evil. Young people use music to reflect their own ideas, frustrations, questions, and attitudes. And some of their music responds to these questions.
I don't believe there's any God. If there were a God, my wife and 3 beautiful children would still be alive today. They were killed, that's what.
What the world needs is love. More love.
Lives snuffed out just like that.
And many kids tell me they really don't pay any attention to the words, only the music. But you know as well as I do that those words come through loud and clear. Not sock it to me, baby, gimme, gimme, gimme. Does that make sense? Life is basically evil and hopeless. Evil and hopeless. Evil and hopeless.
Nobody can tell me there's a God.
And it's a problem, I find, of making sure I'm myself and am thinking through my own decisions and not just assimilating their views.
Every once in a while you turn around and you're just like them.
Well, you shouldn't be unlike your parents for the sake of not being like them.
Do you think you'll win?
I really want to go. You're my only competition, and if you take me today, I'm out of it.
They had to have a way to spend their time. So they would go out and kill somebody, find somebody, and kill them, and then take them home.
Where do mommies and daddies go? They die. They die.
What happens when we die?
And then they'd make things out of the body. They would make little arms to go on their chairs for chair arms, and they would make tables out of human bone and good dead backs. They would make designs to hang around the living room, and they would make things out of their innards and body parts. They lived alone. They kept most of their time to themselves, and they were always alone in the dark. One day they decided to slink on over to another place. Just for a little while, one day they decided they wanted to get away, to get some enjoyment out of life. So they decided to go on a picnic out. So they got to the picnic grounds and got out a lot of food they brought. They started eating and drinking and talking and laughing and telling jokes and talking real loud. than having a big outing picnic. And then they were suspicious of each other.
But I'm getting off the subject, I'm sorry. But there are so many fascinating tales to tell you. Let's see, now where
Was not that Lucifer an angel once? Was dearly loved of God? Coincidentally, Prince of Death. By aspiring pride, for which God threw him from the face of heaven.
We're falling!
Join me and the gang on the next episode of the Bakugan Battle Brawl.
Are you all right? Child, where are you? Are you safe? What in the world?
Doesn't it say somewhere in the Bible though that if you're either hot or cold, but if you're lukewarm, that God would spit you out of his mouth?
Wake up! It's a new age, an age of enlightenment, and a new world order. You know, there are many gods, and in fact, we're gods.
Watch the eternal circle of wicked peace around you.
Wow! Silver! Gold and angel! Whoa! Look at this place!
What is that book the angel has?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
I believe that's the book of life in which the names of all those who serve Christ are right.
George, is your name in there also?
Oh, yes. Here it
Oh,
is.
the name is in there.
Yeah.
See if the name is there.
Anderson, George Anderson. I was on the church floor right there in front. Anderson, that's the name. George, Vice President. I gave to the building quite a bit, actually. Anderson, George.
One's immune to this kind of sound.
One may find it difficult to appreciate softer types of sound. Sid, yes? No?
You know, I had this dream, man. This fucking dream. Tried this dream and I was naked. And I was running off all these wolves. All of a sudden, they surrounded me. I'll go into the sun. Into the sun, man. Everything's attracted to the light. The good, the bad. Energy like yours? You gotta be really careful.
Children die, the days with a cold, a piece of bread, goodbye, a bed of food. There's no time to change your mind, the time has come and you've been left behind. He's gone, he's gone. Two men walking up a hill, one disappears and one's left standing still. He's gone. There's no time to change your mind. The time has come and you've been left behind. Is this your son? Was he born blind? And how can he
Yeah.
the hand. Bite the hand. Bite the hand. Bite the hand.
Those sounds were made by the Pink Floyd, a pop group who took over Queen Elizabeth Hall on Friday night for the entertainment they called Games for May. Of them, more hereafter.
Thought I'd give you a little update. Day 2, no smoking. Pretty well sucks. But you know, the more I think about it, the nastier a habit that is. Shit, man. Teeth turn yellow, breath stinks, clothes stink, hair stinks, fingernails turn yellow. Just nasty. It smells like a burnt fucking fire all the time. The only thing worse is probably chewing tobacco. That's because it's just loose floating around your teeth, all gritty and grimy and nasty looking. Fuck, I feel for the people that smoke and chew. That's just nasty. But you know what? Smoking, I'm quitting. Sucks. I feel like shit. I feel like my body's been twisted like a pretzel. My head's been split with a fucking hammer. But you know what? It's all worth it. Money in the pocket, lungs in my chest. No steel lung for me. But you know what? Everybody needs to quit. Or not. Whatever floats your boat. Later.
You are about to hear a most unusual recording. Perhaps you were curious as to the meaning of its title. You might also wonder why it was sent to you personally. I will tell you why.
I see madness everywhere now. Not ordinary psychological madness, but deep, rich, spiritual madness. For what purpose were you born?
Basement with the full moon in my eye. I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. There was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high.
because they knew that once you invoked direct contact with God, everything in your life turned upside down. Think about what that means. Do you realize that means we're admitting we were unconscious? I could get very humorous about this. We want to see God in our lives. What does that mean? The madness comes in. What does that mean?
If you retire hoping to have an extrasensory experience in the form of a dream, yet doubting that this can happen, you may still dream, but it will have no meaning. Many men and women go to bed deeply concerned about their own health and economic conditions, or that of friends or loved ones. But they do nothing in and of themselves about it, and conditions as a result may worsen instead of improve.
It is possible to be happy with your pain, your sorrow still in you.
One, two,
You can still survive, you can still smile. By doing so, you embrace your pain, your sorrow, and you make them less important.
I am a very optimistic person. I believe in following your dreams and anything is possible.
I am not having an identity crisis. I feel whole and in complete control. Now imagine yourself moving backwards out of the spiral. As you travel out of the spiral, begin counting up from 1 to 10. When you reach the number 10, your eyes will open and you will be wide awake with a feeling of absolute well-being.